Hey guys, it's Alex, and today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial. This is not going to be a specific makeup look, and this is literally going to be like my everyday makeup look. I'm going to be showing you guys my favorite products and just makeup that I literally use like on a daily. But yeah, I don't think I've ever done a like everyday makeup look. I think I did one like 6 or 7 years ago. If you go to my YouTube channel, go to like videos, if you scroll probably all the way down, there's probably a video that says like my everyday makeup video from like 6 or 7 years ago. So if you guys want to watch that, I think I was like 13 to 14. That was back in like 2013. So if you guys want to go see that. Also, I really want to do a video of like watching my old videos because I've not seen those videos in legit year. Those were like 6 or 7 years when we first moved into this house. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing everyday makeup again. I don't think I've ever done one recently. This is literally like my makeup that I wear for work, for like just hanging out with Caitlin or taking pictures or just at the house if I want to do my makeup. But yeah, before we hop in, make sure you guys subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up, and let's hop right into the video. So let's get started with my everyday makeup. So first I'm going to take the e.l.f. Daily Hydrating Moisturizer. This is like my holy grail like favorite daily like moisturizer. I usually use this like every single time that I do makeup. I'm just going to apply this all over my face with my fingers. So I'm just going to apply this all over my face. And actually, before I do anything else, I'm actually going to take my headband and put it on because I don't want to get like makeup all in my hair. So to go with my little like daily hydrating like moisturizer before I do my makeup, this is like a It Cosmetics like eye cream that I got from Ulta because I spent like over like I think like $70 or $80. It's just like a little eye cream that I literally put under my eye, my ring finger, and blend it out. I kind of just do like patting motion under my eye. I've been doing this like recently and it's been really helping because especially in the mornings, my eyes are really like puffy and especially they get really red right here, but since I've been using this, they actually haven't really looking that bad. And also like apply it to my eyelid. A little bit more hydration. This is the e.l.f. like hydration drops. I literally got this like a while ago and it's legit like almost gone. So it just has like a little squeezer tube and I just kind of like squirt some like little dots on my face. I use this like daily, but usually when I do my makeup I usually just apply it, just kind of like apply this all over my face. I just kind of like pat it into my skin because my skin is really dry, especially in the winter time because here in Maryland the weather has been so bipolar, so my skin does not like it. It's like breaking out because it's hot one day and then the next day it's like freezing cold, and my skin does not like it and it is really dry. And sometimes I use this little roller thing that I literally got from the dollar store. I just kind of like roll it on my face. Usually I keep this in the freezer so it's like nice and cold. It's really nice. I just kind of use this to like make sure the products are in my skin. I don't do this all the time, but most of the time I like roll this on my face because it feels so good. So now we're going to actually move on to eyes. Usually when I do my makeup I usually start with my eyes. So I'm going to take this L'Oreal concealer. I'm just going to use this as my eyeshadow primer. I'm just going to apply it to my eyes. And then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend this all out. Also, I don't know if you guys saw my last video when I did ginger. This is how my hair is looking like. I need to fix it. Also my eyebrows are also ginger. That I actually been using like orange eyeshadow, which you guys will see what I use to fill them in, and it looks so natural. I really need to redo them because they're starting to like fade away since I'm like showering and washing my face and using makeup remover. It's starting to come off, but they're still there. It's been there for the last like almost a week since you guys are seeing this, and it's still like very tinted. I didn't need to bleach them, I just put the dye over it. Also, that hydrating drop from e.l.f. makes my skin like nice and glowy. Like look at that, it looks so nice and glowy and hydrated. Move on to eyeshadow. Recently, the past like 2 months, I've been using the James Charles Morphe palette. This is what it looks like. I think I did a review on this like when it came out like almost 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, this is what it looks like. I've been using this recently, but sometimes I'll do like a colorful eye, but recently I've been doing like a natural eye. So for the crease, I'm going to take the shade right here. Then I'm just going to take my little Morphe brush and take the shade right here, put this in my crease. palette has a mirror, so I'm just going to use it and apply this to my crease. A pretty like light pink mauve color. I'm just going to apply this to my crease and blend it out. And also the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M5118. If you guys were wondering, this is actually a really good blending brush. I think I actually have like 3 of these in my collection. Just kind of blending out, really good on blending. And then to make the crease a little bit more darker, I'm going to take the dark brown right here and just apply it over the shade that I just applied. This is just going to make it a little bit more like a darker shade in the crease, just using the same brush and blend it out. I know it looks really messy right now, but like trust the progress. By the end of it, it's gonna look good, I promise. So now for the outer crease, I'm going to go back to the James Charles palette. I'm going to grab these 2 shades right here and just kind of like mix them together and put that in my outer crease. And just using the same brush and just applying it to my outer crease, kind of going it like at a angle, like right here, so it kind of looks like a wing, but it's with like eyeshadow. I've been loving that, so I'm just kind of put on my outer crease and then just blend. Then I'm going to grab a little small like detail eyeshadow brush. I'm going to take the shade right here. It's just like a shimmery like red color. I'm going to add this to my lid, but mostly focus it in the middle of the lid and kind of like blend it in with the shade on the outer crease. Just kind of mostly focus it on the middle of my lid and kind of like blending it into like the inner corner of my lid. Just kind of like blending it all out. And then just kind of use my fingers and blend it all out. And then going back to the James Charles palette, I'm going to take this shimmer right here on the same brush and add that to my inner corner. Kind of blend the 2 shimmers together. So this is how the eyeshadow is looking like. This is literally the eyeshadow look that I literally do like all the time, every time I go into work. And I'm starting to get ready for work. This is like my go-to look. Sometimes I'll do like a pink eyeshadow look or a purple eyeshadow look, or do something else if I'm feeling a bit more like creative. But usually if I want to do like my everyday makeup, this is what I do. So now moving on to eyeliner. I usually do a blue eyeliner, which this is. I think I used this in my birthday Get Ready With Me. I use it. This is literally just a blue eyeliner that I literally got from the dollar store. Sometimes you can use a black eyeliner if you want to, but I've been recently using a blue eyeliner. I'm just going to do a simple wing eyeliner. I literally do this like every day. It looks so good. I feel like with like the copper or like silver color kind of really goes with the blue. I'm going to do the other side. And that is pretty much the eyeliner done. That literally took me like 10 seconds to do. Like, it looks so good. It's so easy. Like, it looks so good. I feel like it just comments with all the colors on my lid. Look, it looks so good. So now moving on to the face. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This is the matte foundation. I've been using this recently. I haven't used it in years. I think roughly like 6 months. But I've been recently reaching for it because I have so many foundations that I use like all the time, but this is the one that I always reach for, so I'm just gonna apply this to my face. And also let me try to apply it to my neck, and then just take my beauty blender and blend it out. This foundation is definitely like a medium to coverage because I really have this big old pimple right here, and it's obviously not really covering, but I am wearing a mask majority of the time, so it doesn't really matter. But if I'm taking Instagram pictures, I'll use a different foundation. But usually when I wear this, it doesn't really mess up with my mask, especially my nose. Like by the end of the day, it's usually off my nose. But with this foundation, it doesn't. Like, it looks so good. I really want to do a makeup tutorial on like mask proof makeup tutorial that might be coming soon, because I have a lot of products that I've gotten recently from the drugstore that really help with like wearing masks. It does not come off, and this is one of them. It's really good, and it like stays put, especially when I'm wearing a mask for like 8 to 7 hours at work. Like, it stays. Also, make sure I blend it down my neck. My lips right now are like crap. They're so dry. I don't know why. But like around my lip, it's like all bumpy, so the foundation usually doesn't blend that good, but usually it blends really good around my lips and around my nose. But right now on my lips, it looks crusty. So then moving on to concealer. This is the Revolution Conceal and Definition. This is like my favorite concealer. This is actually my second one. This is in shade, I think so, C4. I'm just gonna apply this under my eyes, and also do like a little cut right here. Not a cut, but like a little piece right here that I've seen all over TikTok that I do recently to like bring up my eyes, and then I'm just gonna kind of apply it everywhere else that I need it. I'm gonna take my beauty blender again and blend this all out. This concealer is like so good, and it's only like $7 at the drugstore or at Ulta. Sometimes they have it at the drugstore, which is at Target, but they mostly sell it at Ulta. It's so good. It's only $7. It's so good. Also, I think I did a first impression on the foundation of this. I'll link my video down below if you guys want to see it, but it's so good. It's literally my second bottle. I think I got the first bottle like a couple months ago, and I literally use it like all the time. I have so many other concealers that I could use, but this is one that I keep on going to. Like, it's so good and so creamy. It blends so good. It just looks really good. Especially with this foundation, it just looks really good. So now moving on to powder. Recently, the past like month, I've been baking. So I usually bake under my eyes and like carve my nose, and then right here I usually carve. So I'm just going to use the Air Sponge Loose Powder. Everyone calls it the green powder on TikTok, but this is like the only powder that I use to bake. All I do is take my beauty blender and just kind of like stomp it down, make sure I get a lot on it, and then put it under my eyes. And then I like carve my nose with it. Just using like patting motions. Not like sweeping, just using patting motions. And I also carve right here, like where my contour would be going. And sometimes a little bit on my forehead. There's like powder all over the place. I just kind of like put the powder there and kind of leave it for like a couple of seconds, maybe like roughly a minute, while I do like everything else. While that is baked, I'm gonna go back to my James Charles palette. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. If you guys, like I said, I am ginger, so I kind of need to like have a different eyebrow color. So from the James Charles palette, I take these two shades right here and kind of mix them together and fill in my eyebrows. I'm just gonna use like an angle eyeshadow brush from Elf and kind of just like mix the two shades together. I feel like when I mix it, it gets that like perfect like ginger color for my hair that I need to redo, but as of right now, it like matches really good and looks really natural. So that's pretty much all I do. So if I want to make them a little bit more natural, I just go back to the James Charles palette, if you can see it, and just take the brown that I use and kind of like go over it and like blend it, so it kind of is a little bit more of a like a orangey brown if I want it to be a little bit more natural. And then also for help like blending all the shades together, I just kind of take the brown and mix them together with the orange. And that's pretty much my eyebrows done. They look so good. It did really go with like the hair. It really does like match. You probably could find like a pomade that's orange, but I don't really think they sell one, so I just use eyeshadow. It just works really good with my eyebrows, and I don't really fill them in, I just kind of like fill in the sparse. But yeah, this is pretty much how my eyebrows. This is literally what I've been doing like ever since I had ginger hair. It looks so good. I'm probably gonna let the baking sit for another like 10 seconds, and I'm going to contour it. This is the Wet n Wild contour. I think I've used this in like all my makeup tutorials. I've literally hit pan. I'm just gonna use a little like contour brush and dip it in, and I'm just gonna kind of contour. And recently I've been really getting into contouring, so that's why I like bake under here, and I just kind of like put it everywhere, like on my forehead and over here. Make sure I'm like blending up and make sure I have like a sharp line. That's why the baking's there. So I'm just kind of blending it. Also on my jaw. Size of my temple. I'm just kind of like blending it. And once my baking is done on my nose, I'll like do my nose, but right now I'm just kind of like contouring everywhere else. I'll come back to the nose once I'm done with baking. Just kind of like blending everything together. Alright, so now I'm going to take the same brush that I used for contour and wipe away my bake. I literally leave it on for like 30 seconds to a minute. Like, I don't really let it sit for long. But usually when I'm baking, I usually do my eyeshadow or mascara or like cream contour. But today I'm not going to cream contour. I usually cream contour, but for today's video, I'm not going to. So I'm just going to wipe away the bake and kind of like putting it everywhere all over my face. So now I'm going to go back to my contour and take my highlighting brush and contour my nose. I don't really do it that much. It's just kind of like dip it in, brush it off, and just kind of like contour my nose. Alright, so now moving back to the eyes. This is the L'Oreal like Lash Paradise mascara. I've not used this in a while, but this is the mascara I've been using recently. I'm just gonna apply it to my lashes. Sometimes I do false eyelashes, but usually for work I usually don't. That's usually like once in a blue moon when I do false eyelashes, but I'm not gonna do false eyelashes today because I haven't done that in like a month. I usually just do when I'm taking pictures or something. But I'm also gonna apply it to my bottom. So now for blush, this is the little e.l.f. blush. There's actually two blushes in here, but I kind of just take my brush. This is like an e.l.f. like blush brush. Just kind of blend them together and apply it. Kind of around highlight. That's where I apply my blush. Just kind of mix the two shades together and apply it. And then also like applying it to my nose and also to my temples. I don't know why, but it looks so good. So I'm gonna grab my e.l.f. clear brow gel that's literally empty. I just kind of use the spoolie to like brush out my eyebrows and to kind of like set them. There isn't a lot left in here, but I just kind of like brush out my eyebrows. Next step is highlight. This is the Revolution highlight. This is in shade Just My Type. It's such a pretty highlight. I think I got this from Target like a month ago. I've been using this every day. I usually use my e.l.f. one, but ever since I got this, it's such a pretty shade. I don't even know if you can tell. And I just take my highlighting brush, dip in, apply it where I would highlight, so like my nose, my cheekbones, in my inner corner. And I think that's pretty much the last step of my everyday makeup. I'm just going to take my e.l.f. Coconut Dewy Setting Spray and just set everything. This smells so good. I'll apply it, let it dry. Also, I forgot the most important step is my fake freckles. I think I've done a video with my fake freckles in my holiday glam, but this is what I use. This is like an e.l.f. little like quad. I take this little brush and I take the shade right here. Since now I'm ginger, the freckles look so natural with the ginger, so just kind of dip the brush in and pick up the eyeshadow, and I just apply it to to like my nose, my forehead, on my cheeks. Just kind of apply it literally everywhere. I just kind of apply it first and then I blend out, but I'm just kind of like putting little dots like all over my face. This is like my favorite step of my makeup look because I love doing the fake freckles. I really want to try the Hana like tattoo little like thing that you can go on like I think Amazon or something that's supposed to give you like Hana tattoos. Well, not Hana, but like Hana tattoo freckles. But I just kind of like apply it all over. Mostly just focusing on here because when I wear my mask you can't see like all right here, so like all right here is all freckles. But I'm about to go out, so I'm gonna do it like all over my face. I like doing this after my setting spray because I feel like it just sets more and I can like blend it out and I know it's not gonna move. That is good. So now I'm just gonna take literally my finger and blend it out. Yeah, that's pretty much my everyday makeup. This is literally the makeup that I do every day. Like all of these are like my favorites. Most of this stuff is from the dork store, so it's very affordable for you. But yeah, this is pretty much my everyday makeup. I'm gonna take off my headband. Or also I need to really do my hair, so just ignore it. It looks really bad right now. But yeah, this is pretty much my everyday makeup. Also, leave a comment down below. Tell me your favorite makeup product. And also leave a comment down below what other videos you guys want me to do because I'm kind of running out of ideas. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.